Hey everyone, as promised, I am here live. Now I just have to say, this is totally my style, that I tend to do something that I call calling my shots, okay? So, I don't have a boss, I'm my own boss, but man, do I crack the whip sometimes. Hi Kiana. So when I announced that I was doing this live, I was still full-blown pajamas, did not shower yet, nothing like that. And then I was just fiddling away on the gram, and then I'm like, okay, there's 5 minutes I have to be on. So I just, calling your shots, if you need to crack the whip on yourself as an entrepreneur, tell people what you're doing, and then you have to show up. So total side tip. But I want to tell you guys that I was doing yoga this morning and I got what I call a divine download. Now, this is something that I have gotten really, really good at listening to over the years, and that is when that inspired thought hits, I'm like, bam, let's go. So I always trust it, I always go with it, and it's coming from a place of just, it's a super exciting kind of feeling. But then if you start to second guess it, you'll definitely talk yourself out of it. So that place of trust, that feeling of trust really has to exist when you do get a download or that intuition hit, and you're like, I should try this. Here's a good idea. Go, 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 go. And if you can literally take action in that moment, write it down, get out your journal and go to town, because I truly believe that there is no, if you're thinking something, if you're getting that inspiration, if you're getting that download, it is coming for a reason, right? So definitely act on it. I see my friend Carrie here. Hi Carrie, we haven't caught up in so long. And Erin, welcome ladies. So the divine download that came to me after yoga and after just doing my morning mom stuff it spoke so loudly to me. And it came to me because of all these posts I've been seeing of these 10 years later. But I've kind of touched on where I was when I started, 10 years ago. But there is a really important story there. And I guess definitely the topic, the takeaway is going to be a real message of sustainability for your life, and a decision that I made over a decade ago, so all those before and after pictures, that set me up for the lifestyle that I have today. Now, I purposefully did not get all glammed up and put on something special for you guys, not because I'm not trying to bring my best to you, but because I really want to bring my regular self to you in terms of how I literally was, except for a little lip gloss and a touch of mascara. This is literally what I'm wearing all day. Comfy pants and this super cozy shirt, and I have my tea here. But I want to come to you from the lifestyle that I'm living right now to share with you why I made the transition from a fashion blogger / influencer / stylist, which I guess I may have been a little bit ahead of the game in terms of this decision that I made, which I'm going to get to. But if I was doing what I did 10 years ago, what it would look like right now would be all of the fashion and lifestyle influencers you see on Instagram, and maybe you're also one of them. So it just existed in a different platform. It was more in the blog space. It was also on MySpace, a little bit on YouTube, but that was, same idea. I was working with brands and celebrities, and it looked really freaking glamorous from the outside, okay? So I want to talk to you guys about that, because I see so many of my 20-something-year-old friends, and also even women in their 30s and 40s, who are really trying to really make a go of it as an influencer in whatever capacity, and they're just running themselves into the ground sometimes, just it's always about the next deal or the next event, and it's a place of sometimes real hustle that can really, it's not sustainable, right? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how I made the shift, why I made the shift. Now, I really hope this makes sense because I was scribbling notes, and after I even said that I said, I'm doing this live, and then I was like, hey, scribbling the notes. So it's here. It's all in me. It's all bubbling. You guys can probably feel my energy. Can you guys feel my energy? I'm pretty excited right now, and I didn't even have Rev yet. Okay, so let's get into this. So this is going back, say, like 12, 13 years ago now, okay? So I had a blog called Petite Fashionista, and some of you were hanging out with me back then, and it was the daily destination for women 5'4" and under, okay? So it was like, when I started my blog, it was after I was already in the fashion industry for a while, but it really, like, it was so exciting. And when I was feeling that I was just always in this hamster wheel of just, okay, that next deal, that next sponsor, that next post, I wasn't thinking ahead. I wasn't thinking about, is what I'm doing going to get me to a better life? Is what I'm doing, can I do this when I have kids? Am I going to have to get another job? What does this look like? What does this look like long term? I wasn't asking myself those questions until, whatever forces brought me to this event in Toronto that was called WellSpot, and it was hosted by Leanne Jacobs, the author of Beautiful Money. So I was 25 years old. I was making it in the fashion industry as far as I was concerned. As far as anyone else was concerned as well, I was like a big deal. I was in big deal. So I was in InStyle magazine. I was on ET Canada. I was working with celebrities. Like, from the outside, I was definitely a mover and shaker. Everyone back home, I'm from a super small town, they were so proud of me. There was like viewing parties when I was on TV. I was behind the scenes of fashion shows. Like, I was doing everything that I ever thought I'd ever want to do. And then at this event, these little light bulbs went off. And I said, I'm missing something. I'm really missing a major piece of the puzzle, and actually two pieces, but we'll focus on the one piece. I'm really missing something, and I don't know what it was. And then I met Leanne, and she, graciously agreed to having coffee with me. And I was like, what's the missing link here? And she boldly said to me, I was missing passive income, and it's going to come in the form of network marketing. And I was like, no, not network marketing. So imagine 12 years ago, network marketing, social marketing, direct sales, whatever you want to call it, is everywhere. Some people do it really fabulously and really just beautifully and classy, and some people are just like filling your feed with a bunch of junk, and you probably unfollowed them a long time ago. There's a great way to do it, and also a not so classy way. But regardless, back then, no one I knew that I really admired was in network marketing. No way. So when Leanne shared that was the ticket. This is the ticket to creating time freedom, to actually having sustainability and creating a lifestyle that one day you could be a stay-at-home mom. Like, I was 25 years old. I wasn't married. I didn't have kids. She's like, think long-term, Christa. You can't do this for another 2 years or another 5 years, like, without seriously affecting your livelihood, your health. Either you're going to burn out financially or burn out in your actual health, both, but something's got to give. You can't possibly do what you're doing forever, right? And it got me thinking that a lot of the women that I was looking up to in the fashion industry, in that space, in the entertainment world, like all the movers and shakers that I knew, I was like, wait a second, they're not living lifestyles that I would want to live, right? Like, they look pretty burnt out, right? So I was like, man, do I really have to do network marketing? And she was like, there's no other way. There's no other way. And if you are smart, you're going to get ahead of the curve here, because I guarantee you, her exact words, at Starbucks, at Young and Erskine, uptown Toronto, she said, I guarantee you, give this about 5-6 years, and everyone who you admire is going to be partnered with a network marketing company. Everyone who's already successful, everyone who's an influencer, because that is the smart thing to do. And I was like, I don't actually know if that's true, but I really believe you, and I know that you have something going on that I don't, which is peace of mind, and you're not as quite frazzled as I was, and in this mode of such scarcity thinking and just like, oh, go, 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 right? I was like on the verge of burnout at 25. So I didn't know if I could do network marketing. That's for darn sure. Didn't know if it was a good idea. Didn't even know if I was proud of it at all. No, I wasn't proud of it. I was really scared to tell people, to be honest. But obviously it's a different story now. But it was hands down the best move, I wrote down best move, I could have made for my career. Hands down. So thank God that Leanne was able to speak to me to get through my ego. And I don't mean that in a horrible way. I just mean that I was 25 years old. I was getting a lot of attention. People were singing my praises. Everyone thought I was just on my way. I was on my way somewhere, right? But hands down, thank God for Leanne, because it was the best move I could have made for long-term stability. Now, I didn't jump ship and close down my blog and say no to the fashion industry whatsoever. What I did was I looked for the connection in terms of empowering women, because that's, at the end of the day, I didn't realize it at the time, but that's what I was actually most passionate about. I wanted women to feel good, right? So I did that through clothes and style and fashion tips and beauty advice and things like that, right? But I just wanted women to feel good. So when I started connecting the wellness piece into it and the empowerment piece, that just made sense, right? So I didn't just go full blown, close Pete Fashionista and then just like shout out the name of my company from the rooftops. That's not how I did it. It was definitely integrating it into what I was already doing, okay? So the thing that I didn't realize at the time was that even though I was so turned off by the idea of network marketing, I was already a network marketer, but I didn't realize it, okay? So this just makes me laugh so much because I was promoting all kinds of companies, all kinds of products, all the time. I was literally selling for them, and maybe I would get some sort of kickback, like an affiliate commission or maybe a one-time sponsorship fee, or if they got a booth at my event or whatever it was. But it's the same business model, meaning I was like an ambassador and really putting my name behind that company. But the thing is, it's only temporary pay, right? So I was really taking on this like sales position almost and saying like, yes, I endorse this product, but very temporary. And I was really building their brands, right? So I didn't realize that, but I was already a network marketer. I was already promoting things that I love, because really the definition of network marketing should be just sharing products that you really love, right? And that are really aligned with you and really authentic to who you are and how they serve you in your life. So I realized it was the same thing. So I was like, the thing is that I'm not really sure why now. I don't see it too much nowadays. Like, the thing is network marketing is so accepted now generally. Sometimes you'll come across the odd person who is just like, eye roll, I don't do network marketing, but if you open up their Instagram, you're seeing them promote all kinds of products, all kinds of companies. So I think that disconnect and that kind of general eye roll, I think that's really a thing of the past, because savvy businesswomen, smart businessmen, they know that residual income is the ticket. And when you're aligning yourself to products and brands that really bring value to other people, that is only an awesome thing to do, right? So the thing is I never said yes to the company that I partnered with because I was just looking to just make some cash. I already knew how to make cash. It was really what Leanne was bringing to my attention was that sustainability piece. So the product that I partnered with was going to help me with my health, so long-term sustainability to actually fuel my crazy, ambitious, driven self, right? So I didn't burn out and just like collapse and just throw in the towel, right? But also the sustainability piece in terms of the pay structure. So no longer was I just getting one little tiny kickback from like that company. It was really about setting up that residual long-term legacy income, okay? So the thing is when you are in the space that you are right now, so say you're an Instagram influencer, marketer, you are here. If you're here and you're looking to bring value and create content and you're doing live videos and you're putting thought into your posts and you're taking pictures and you're going on photo shoots, that takes time, right? And that is your biggest, most precious resource is time. So we need to get really smart on how we are spending that time. And at the end of the day, ask ourselves, how profitable am I being, right? Unless you're looking unless you're in a nonprofit, you're not looking to make a profit. But if you are here and you're in business, are you acting as a nonprofit and not really looking at how much time am I investing, how much resources am I investing, money am I investing, and what is my actual payback, not just today, but also for the future. So the thing is network marketing can be so much more profitable than just working with just individual brands. And not to say that you can't do network marketing and also work with brands and do sponsored posts and things like that. You can definitely 100% do both. But in terms of going from that influencer kind of pay structure to network marketing, 100% network marketing is going to serve you better long term and can be way more profitable, take way less time when done right. And that is something that I coach on personally, is how to totally rock network marketing in a way that is aligned, in a way that's authentic, in a way that you are creating something that is truly going to give you more time freedom. Because that's really what we all should be asking ourselves, is what I'm doing going to create more time for myself? And in that time, am I going to have income coming in to help me to enjoy that time? Because life ain't free, right? Okay, so next I want to ask you guys is, like, just to really to start to ask yourself is, what are you making at the end of the day for the efforts that you're bringing to people, for the value that you're bringing to people online, right? So again, if you want to run a non-for-profit, run a non-for-profit. But if you're looking to be here on Instagram, on Facebook, in this social space and make money, really make sure that you have the structure that's set up. So for you to actually be building long-term residual passive income at the same time in a way, again, that is super duper aligned to you. Because if you go through my feed, you're not going to see me just putting up products and sales pitches all the time. You're going to really see me sharing my lifestyle and giving value to you guys every single day. And in that as well, sharing the products and sharing also my life strategy that has helped me and my family create the lifestyle that we did today, which looks like me home in my cozies, Mike upstairs in his cozies, my husband. Our kids are at school, so we both get them on the bus. We both get them off the bus. If anything happens during the day, like recently when we had to rush to school because Marcus hit his eye, we're both there barreling into the office. We're able to pick up the kids early and go on a date. Like, we're able to live this lifestyle that I'm not talking necessarily quite yet. I don't want to limit myself, but I'm not talking about yachts and private jets right now. I'm talking about a lifestyle where we have control over our time and we have the money flowing in that will actually give us the resources to live. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if that hits home with you guys, okay? So any smart business person is going to ask, how do I put in the least amount of work, not what I'm saying, but how do I put in the least amount of work and have the highest return on my time investment, right? And also a smart business person is going to ask themselves, look for opportunities where I can invest the least and make the most, right? So I can tell you right now, I'm going to touch on that in a second, but at 25 years old, living in Toronto, trying to keep up in the fashion industry, I did not have money, okay? It sure looks like I did, but I definitely did not, okay? So I'm going to talk about how wonderfully inclusive network marketing can be, unlike the fashion industry, okay? So what else do I have written down for you guys here? Okay, so with network marketing, the investment is low, low, low. And the profit margin can be, when done right, with the right company, high. Super high return on your investment. So I'm talking about me trying to pull together a couple $100s to get started, and then being able to now live the lifestyle that I did. Not like this, not overnight, not without work, not without effort, not without determination, for sure, all of those things. But as I've already shared, is I was going like crazy as a fashion influencer, right? I was literally working round the clock. So could I have the lifestyle that I do today in that industry? 100% no, right? Because I couldn't have continued to invest the amount of time that I was doing. And also, I would have outgrown that for sure, right? So I'm still young and with it, I'm sure. But, in 20 years, I won't be, one of the 20-something-year-olds talking about what's hot, right? So you really want to choose something that is sustainable, that can really fuel your life for the long haul, so that if you want to have babies, or if you already have babies or grandchildren, like, it's going to go with you and you're not going to outgrow it, right? I think also the really important things that smart business women and men should be asking themselves is really like multiple streams of income. That's where it's at, right? When you start a network marketing business with the right one, you will already have unlocked probably 5 or 6 additional income streams. I could talk to you more about that, just DM me. But 100%, mark my words, the smartest business move that you can make right now, if you are in this online space as an influencer in any capacity, is to partner with a network marketing company. It is detrimental if you don't. I'll talk about why in a second, but it is the smartest thing that you can possibly do. And I already shared my story about how I felt in the beginning and what it can be for you. But the thing is if you have a platform, if you are an influencer, if you have people's ears, you have the ability to affect change. You have the ability to serve them and support them with products and services that will elevate their life, that will give them the feelings, the results, the life that they want, right? It's not about pitching a product. It's about finding solutions to the problems that they have or the limitations that they are up against, right? If they don't have really great self-esteem, how can you help them with their skin? If they don't feel they have the energy to get through their day and just, they're not feeling really great as a mom, they're just running low on energy, how can you literally fuel their energy with the products that you're associated with, right? So it's all about sustainability. And, when I was 25 and I was in that space, I wasn't asking myself, what's this going to look like in 5 years? What's this going to look like in 10 years? I wasn't being real with myself, and I wasn't being real because I didn't have the bandwidth to be real. I was literally just trying to make it, right? I was just trying to make it so bad. And everyone around me was telling me I was making it. But then when I took a step back, thanks to Leanne's guidance, I was able to be like, whoa, okay, this is the road, the path that I'm on. These are the people that I'm looking up to. Wait a second, they're not living a lifestyle that I want to live. I want to be a present mom. I want to be living a big, beautiful lifestyle. At the same time, I want to be inspiring and impacting people forever. So how can I do that, right? And I found the answer by partnering with my network marketing company 11 years ago. So best decision ever. So as you are connecting them to different services and resources and inspiring them through your journey, you are not just giving them the link to buy a product one time. You are helping them to experience a physically tangible product that you did not have to create, right, and store in a warehouse. Another company did that, and this product will benefit them in whatever way that product is meant to benefit them and what the results that they're looking to have in their life, right? So again, asking myself, could I have created the lifestyle that I'm living right now? So being at home in my cozies, Mike in his cozies, we're here at home, slow mornings after we get the boys to school, and just being able to live our lives on our own terms. No way. I would have to be in a big city. Now I'm back in my small town. We're living in a beautiful home, in a beautiful town. I'm present with my kids. Even though I work from home sometimes, my kids know that I'm always there. I'm always there for my girlfriends. If they call, I can drop everything and just be there for them. If my mom needs me, I'm just there. If my sister needs me, if my nieces and nephews, it's because I have the most precious asset working for me, and that is time freedom. And if you do not have this, it is time to open up your mind, really open up your mind and say, okay, why can't I have that too? And when those thoughts come in about, well, I don't have this, or I don't look like this, or I don't have that many followers, or that's all rubbish, right? Because I can tell you right now that this is the most inclusive platform, the most inclusive opportunity that I can give you. You know, dozens and dozens, and actually hundreds and hundreds of examples of women and men from every walk of life, some who are really beautifully present online with thousands of followers, and some who are more behind the scenes, who have created additional income to pay for their groceries every month, to pay for their mortgage, to do small practical things, as well as do bigger things like big vacations and living a more, up-leveled lifestyle, right? Everyone can do this. Unlike, being a beauty influencer, being a fashion influencer and trying to make it in this space, that is very exclusive, I think, right? You have to look a certain way, you have to dress a certain way, you have to be always on trend, right? This, every walk of life, every education, every economic situation, you name it, every body type, every, ethnicity, everyone is welcome to create time freedom. It's about aligning yourself with a company that really makes sense for you, that has been around for at least a decade, minimum. Don't even think about partnering with a company that is less than a decade old, because like a lot of businesses, they go under. When you're building a network marketing business, you want to choose a company that has a solid track record, that is publicly traded, that is a company of pure integrity, that you know that if you're investing your time, again, your most precious resource, that they're going to outlast you. So when my company came about, they created a 100-year business plan, okay? So my company is not the most flashy. We're not talking about driving Benzes and all these things. It's not like this company that is dishing out all this cash just to get people in the door. It's really about the sustainability piece and the long-term piece. And the products that I share are about sustainability and health and vitality and preventing disease and taking your health into your own hands so that you can be an active mama, an active grandma, an active great grandma, and just live your life completely on your own terms. And one of my values for my 2019 vision in my vision book here is freedom. So you'll see here that is my second value, and it's freedom. And when I say freedom, it's not just about time freedom. It's not just about financial freedom. It's about freedom in my body, right? Freedom to live and to have amazing health every day. Freedom to also be bold enough to be myself and to figure out what that is and to do things in my own way, right? So the other thing I want to share with you guys is that I'm living proof that network marketing works. 100% I'm living proof of that. I'm a small town girl. I'm in that small town right now. I grew up on King Street, those of you who know what small town this is. I didn't come from a family of entrepreneurs. I didn't go to business school. I didn't even go to school for health or wellness, which is the industry that I'm in. I went to school for fashion, okay? And I've been able to up-level my life in every way and create a true legacy for my family. And I invite you to do it too. I invite you to do it because you deserve it and you deserve time freedom. I won't say necessarily that this is the easiest path in the world. What worth having is, but there really is a lot of ease, and absolutely anyone can do it. And even though it won't necessarily just be easy, and I would never say it's just easy, there's ease, it's also simple, right? So you don't have to be a whiz at anything. You just need to get started and have a really great mentor and have a really amazing community around you to support you. Have the desire, have the drive, be really committed to the idea of creating community and collaborate and teamwork, and you will be so successful. But if you're someone who wants something that's really exclusive and you want to be the only one and you want to be better than everyone else, this is not the ticket, because with network marketing, everyone can win, right? And it's not a status symbol. It's about how hard you work. It's not about the first person in. It's not about when you get started. It's about getting started and being consistent, having drive, having a vision, and just keep going, right? And follow people like myself to give you that daily motivation. And if you're looking for a mentor, if you're looking for a company, if you're looking for a team, I can hook you up. You know I can. So I hope this was helpful, you guys. I hope my divine download has served you in some way. I will do my best to get the replay posted everywhere. Lots of love and so much gratitude for you guys joining me today. Bye, everybody.